Saving the world, stomping terrorist mudhole, and decoding Kiefer Sutherland's mumbles, 24 actor Roger Cross does more in a day than you do in a lifetime. Plus, sometimes the lines between fantasy and reality get a little blurred. America's Army tests those boundaries. And speaking of fantasies, model/actress Nikki Ziering is here to humor you into believing that women like her always play games online with guys like you. Now, if you want the ultimate, you have to be willing to pay the ultimate price. It's Attack of the Show!
Pick up on this.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Attack of the Show. It's Thursday. We had a lovely 2 days off.
Oh, it was great.
It's magic. I'm Kevin Pereira, joined again by Sean Baby.
Thanks for having me.
EGM columnist, cartoon writer, all-around badass.
Thank you.
Et cetera, et cetera.
I once touched Mr. T.
You did? You did. Only once, though.
Just the one time.
Because twice he'd have broken a finger. That's how he rolls. I know from experience. Seriously. It
Really?
still hurts.
You touched him?
No. The guy I know once did. Sarah?
I don't buy
Yes,
it.
Kevin.
Have you ever touched Mr. T? Inappropriately, even?
Yes.
Yes, huh?
But that's a story for another day.
It sure is.
Without a
Absolutely.
microphone.
I gotta hear
and
it.
an audience.
You look
of
great
millions.
today.
Well, thanks, Sean, baby. You do too.
Thanks.
You got some green hair.
Yeah, you know, I'm
Yeah?
a Caribbean
That's
ocean
how you roll.
of fun.
I understand. I feel like I haven't been here in like years.
It's, yeah.
I'm feeling a little
I've missed
rusty
you.
today.
I
we were
think-
off-site yesterday drinking and frolicking in the sand.
Yeah.
Not
Sweet.
just
Spend it
us.
at the beach?
No, everybody was. Everybody. It was great. In fact, can we go there? I think let's go there.
Let's
Yeah.
go
Let's bring
back
out
to
some
Here are some
Paradise
photos.
Show
Cove.
some photos.
Well, here's some photos.
Oh.
And that we printed. Actually, we're going to talk about this bad boy here. This is a little photo printer from HP that we used to print these bad boys out. It's the PhotoSmart 475. It can do full color 5x7 photos essentially in about 60 seconds. So about a
Check
minute
the
each.
Snake Eyes tattoo here.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. This
Not
is
bad.
our line producer, Jeff McFarland,
Yep,
in the
that
back,
is-
who recently had a birthday.
That is some, hey, happy birthday,
Happy birthday,
Jeff.
Jeff McFarland.
You're 27.
He sings Eye of the Tiger in my earpiece every day.
He does, actually. But it's got a nice full-color LCD on it, 2.5-inch, built-in memory card slots. You can slap in a little Bluetooth adapter for wirelessly transmitting photos, and a 1.5 gig hard drive.
The printer of the future.
I mean, but today,
Speaking
Sean,
of the
it's
future,
here.
look at you. You're drinking a salad.
That is the most unflattering
that.
photo ever. It started out as a mojito, and then it became like everybody's
A
greenery
monstrosity.
repository.
You're drinking the swamp thing.
I got mints coming out of it.
Oh, man, look at
Kevin
that
tried a
disaster
Bloody
you
Mary
left.
for the first time yesterday
Oh, it was
and
hideous.
couldn't even
You've never
take
had a Bloody
it.
Mary before?
No, it was hideous. Well, not the drink
Pretty
form.
sad.
It was hideous.
It was good.
But look at the alcohol to food ratio
Delicious.
in this photo. This will let you know exactly
That's some good drinking.
exactly what we're dealing with our staff. It's good times.
It's like
Good
drinking a
times.
salad. It's very helpful.
Yeah.
And,
It's
and you broke your
disgusting.
foot at the beach.
I did. I've been hobbling around the office all day. I definitely hurt
You're
it.
very fragile to break your foot on sand.
Well, I tried that thing. What's it called? Physical
Walking?
activity? Yeah. Not so much. Not so
It's
much.
not for everybody.
I should stick to Battlefield. All right.
Look
Now,
out.
this is a site that's been around for a while, but we've never covered it for some odd reason.
This is a celebration of nerd. I mean,
Exactly,
this
of
is-
all things nerd. It's Merzo.net. They have sci-fi spaceships all shown to scale to the point where it's like, okay, every pixel or every 10 pixels represents 1 meter. So you can literally see...
This is great because I like to get in arguments like whether the A-Team band could beat the Millennium Falcon, and it
Right.
really helps when you have the size scale of
Right,
the,
it's just
of the
another
ships right next
facet
to
of
each
your
other.
argument explained right there. So, here we have, Babylon 5, Star Wars, Star Trek, and Farscape ships all compared right there. The one that I didn't get was when you scroll down, you see Uncle Dan in a loincloth. It's like...
Giant naked dude. He could wear this ship as a codpiece.
Yeah, Croker the Destroyer. Apparently, he's like 100 feet tall, and there you have it.
Oh,
but there's
there you
other
go,
stuff
Croker.
as well. There's, we can see the size of Halo's ring, versus, the Dyson Sphere,
The
et
A-Team
cetera.
band could take the Halo ring. Easy.
18 van could take anything. I mean, as long as that's understood, the arguments end very fast.
I didn't even see it on the site. It's quite an oversight.
But not having the 18 van?
Yeah.
I don't know. Does the 18 qualify for sci-fi?
Well, sure, dude. They get locked in a shed and they come out with a hover tank. That happened every episode.
Okay, done.
That's sci-fi.
Done. And then finally, this image, which we found this photo on the Fast Forward link log. It's been going around the old interweb today.
Just leisurely reading Wario World strategy guide.
Yeah, this is a still from...
That might be why he's a 40-year-old virgin.
Yes, this is a still from the 40-year-old version. Looks like a hilarious movie, but again,
Yeah.
placating to that
I love
stereotype
Corel.
that the kind of guy who would be a 40-year-old version is the guy reading the Wario World magazine. But you know what? I've read many a strategy guide in my time. That's
Yeah.
not fair.
But you are a 22-year-old virgin.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I think-
Yes. But I'm proud of that. I don't
Okay.
understand. I don't understand what I do that would qualify me.
No, dude, I went
for that.
through your photo block. In fact, before the show, I got him to set up. Let's put it on the TV.
Oh, don't. What's?
No, this is funny. Look what you're giving her.
Well, that was Sheila. You remember Sheila, Sarah?
Absolutely.
That's a World of Warcraft gift card.
That was our 1-year anniversary. That was a great gift. 60 days.
Yeah. He sold his
And I
he
wonder-
sold his dong
Sheila
to buy it.
disappeared strangely
Yeah.
soon after that.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be the night too, but it didn't
Yeah.
happen. I even bought a bottle
What's
of
it
boxed
like,
wine.
Kevin?
Mining with orcs.
What's it like?
Lonely. It's lonely.
We got another one.
No, what else?
No,
There's
check the
nothing
next
else.
one. No, this one's awesome. Look at you.
Oh,
All right,
that
now-
was the cutest
Yeah.
outfit.
He's the cutest little
And
warrior.
it wasn't Halloween.
Women love a
That
man
was
in
just
uniform.
Monday.
They love a man in uniform, so I took up LARPing.
But they hate lightning bolts.
I'm a druid. I don't shoot lightning. All
Sorry. He's a druid.
right, is that it? Are we done with embarrassing?
No,
me?
there's more. There's
Oh,
more.
what? There
Let's-
can't be anything else.
One more.
There's nothing else.
One more. Oh, wait. This is
I'm
the
giving
wrong
her
one.
flowers.
This
That's
is a-
sweet.
Yeah, that seems
That
like
is
it should
sweet.
work.
There's nothing wrong with that. Look,
No,
she
no, wait,
really
wait,
She
what are
enjoys
you
it.
doing
she
there?
was into you.
Oh, I don't know. What? There's nothing else. I'm just
No.
giving her. Oh, yeah.
That's what it is.
Was it-
That's
Was it the left crossed? Was that?
yeah, women don't like to get punched in the face.
See,
I think-
a woman that I'm
You
going to
were
truly
so
love.
close.
A
You
swift
know?
cross to the
You got a lot
jaw.
of fear and
That's-
anger
It's
in you for a
delicate.
nerd.
It's
I told her I was
delicate.
going to punch her in the mouth. I told her right before I did.
Well, then she was warned.
She got to call the bluff
She got what she
sometimes.
deserved.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not telling her
That's
twice.
how I was raised.
Sean, baby, I got to ask you a
Yeah.
question.
Please.
How does it feel to be here, not for one, but for two? Relationship Thursdays,
I feel
huh?
so helpful to the crotches of our nerd viewers.
Give us a call, 800-839-7880.
We'll answer all your love questions. Kevin's clearly an expert.
I know all about it. I'll tell you
Yeah.
exactly what form to
Hit him
use.
in the mouth.
You can also email us through our web form at attackoftheshow.com/ask us and chat with us at chat.g4tv.com. And today,
We
just
got
like
prizes.
many other days, all sorts of good stuff. If we take
me
your
hold
call,
these up.
hold one of these up. Boom. We're going to send you one of these great little T-shirts from Jinx. Look at that, gamer. And it dances.
Yeah.
That actually
Wasn't I say war driving pimp?
That's a little snug for my taste.
Yeah,
Would you
MP.
Loosen up on hold. And now, since love is in the air on
It's gonna smell
Thursdays,
like my chest.
oh, it's an added bonus. We also think it's a great time for an Attack of the Show Verizon Broadband Battle LAN Party.
Woo!
Today we're playing Battlefield 2, and in our lovely LAN party is stunning model / actress Nikki Ziering. Nikki, how are you?
Hi, Nikki.
Hi.
We're judging by the respawn counter. I'm assuming squad's not doing so well.
He looks good, though.
I was killed.
It happens. It happens to the best of us. She'll respawn. Sean,
I'm going to give her this T-shirt.
you should. Just go hand it to her. It's fine.
Okay.
Good luck, Nikki. We'll check back in with you in a little bit. I didn't mean to. Okay, fine. Commercials are up, but then 24 actor Roger Cross doesn't have time. He doesn't have a lot of time to spare, so we promised to get him out before anything blows up. You can give it the shirt.
I'll get it.
Are you sure you want your children playing Tetris? Once again, the ESRB has turned a blind eye to this sadomasochistic Russian sex orgy. Smooth blocks, ramming into tight quarters, please. We see right through the pinko innuendo. The only puzzle here is how this multicolored falling brick group fest ended up in the hands of minors. Nice try, you communist child pornographers. Come on, ESRB, earn your keep and ban this deviant fascist sex parade before we raise a generation of Trotskyites with a penchant for leather play and vodka. Don't let it happen. Paid for by...
There is no doubt that if Curtis Manning and Jack Bauer got in a fight, Kiefer wouldn't be walking away. Everybody knows Roger Cross plays 24's real badass, and he joins me on the couch right now. Roger, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Pleasure to have you here. So now let's get to the 24. You know,
24.
you've done TV, you've done movies, but people mostly know you from the 24 as of recently.
Yes, they do.
And you know, Jack goes off into Mexico, fakes his own death. I'm assuming
Yes.
he's going to get some prescription drugs or something of that.
You know.
Who's going to step up and take his role?
Wow.
Who's going to take his place?
Who's going to take his place? How about we wait and see?
Well,
That's
no,
how-
I mean,
yeah, no,
we could, but you're here now. We might as well
could.
get it out of the way, save people some
could.
TiVo hard drive space.
Okay, you ready? Okay, you ready for this?
Let's-
Okay. The person who's going to take over for Jack Bauer is... Yeah, I can't quite do it. It's
Do
like,
they-
but who can replace Jack? See, you just have to do your own thing. You know, you never want to replace the man.
No, I would absolutely want to replace him.
Okay,
Just,
well-
you know, take his day rate and you'll be fine.
That's true.
See?
That's not bad.
You
That's
just
true.
cash in on it.
Okay, you listen to this man? Listen to this man. He's
Now,
smart.
you can at least confirm, perhaps, that you're going to be in the next season, right? I mean,
I can confirm that we've already started shooting.
Okay, there we go. So, and I heard that they're going to go crazy, and these are all from those internet rumor sites where there's fan
I
fiction and this,
know.
that, the other. So I'm assuming the fan fiction part isn't true. But is it? I mean, I I heard that, major characters are going to get offed within 30 seconds.
Really?
Yeah. You can't obviously speak to this, but
Oh, wow.
is it true that they're trying to bring back the shock into 24?
I don't know.
Are we going to be shocked by the next season? Give me that. Are we going to?
You're going to be shocked by
All
a lot
right.
of things in the next season, but I can't. I will give you nothing.
All right,
I
fair
wouldn't
enough.
want to ruin it for you people.
Fair
See, he's trying to make me ruin your,
did-
the joy if you're watching it.
We're all about spoilers here.
You're all about spoilers?
Did you hear about Harry Potter? Well, it happened. Oh, I'm not going to say it. Your character's known for torturing people, essentially.
He's
Now-
done a few of those.
How do you prepare yourself for something like that?
Well, I'll just go out and, see little animals, kick them, and just go, no. That's a joke.
Cleaning up the neighborhood, getting rid of all the
Build a
cats.
neighborhood, just go around, just go like,
Well, I notice this is a very physical role. I mean, you're getting into a lot of. I even see you've been a little marked up. There's a little cut there.
There is
Is
a
that
little cut.
from some stunt work, or is it?
Oh, Kiefer got out of line, so I just had to pop him a little bit.
You have to sometimes.
You gotta, keep your co-stars in line and all the rest of that good stuff. Yeah, okay, I did tell him before the show I had an unscheduled meeting with my door yesterday. It's kind of like coming out of the car, the phone drops, you go, oh, and it's just...
I'm telling you, it
gash.
was. You should have just kept with the Kiefer story. I wouldn't have called you on it. It was much more
No?
glamorous that
Oh,
way.
was it?
But when it's like, oh, the Stratus. No, it's not nearly as shocking.
Man, I know,
But-
playing this big tough guy, you do the things like that.
No,
Hey,
but you are big and tough. In fact, you brought a clip to show exactly what a man you are on 24, right?
there you go.
Okay. Well, let's roll that. Let's let him see that. Here's a clip from 24.
Tony. Hostile is down.
Whoa! What's it? I mean, we got something in common, but I at least
We
gave her
do.
flowers first. You just
Did
went
you?
cold cocked
Nah,
her.
forget the flowers. Just get to the business.
get right to the
Just
business.
get to the business. Knock her out.
Yeah, it happened.
It's amazing how people responded to that last season. They loved it.
So no,
People.
no hate mail. They're like, hit her again.
Yeah, people were like,
Kick her in
yeah,
the
that was
ovaries.
great. You
No?
knocked her out. That was perfect. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
People loved it. I don't know what that means. but,
We appreciate it. I'll watch it again as soon as the show's over.
see, there you go.
You're on an episode of 4400 coming
Yes,
up. So
I
tell me about the 4400. What's your character? What's your
Well,
role?
I guess you know the premise of the show. The people have been returned, and they all have these special powers or gifts or curses, however you want to describe it. And basically, the military, of course, the government's now worried that, well, what if one of these people decide to get out of hand and start attacking everyone?
Right.
We need some military presence in there to control these people and basically kick their butts and. I can say butts, or can I say kick their ass? No,
You
I
just
shouldn't say
did.
that.
I mean,
Did I? Oh.
it's fine now.
Okay, all right, there you go. Kick their ass, take names later, all the rest of that good stuff.
Right.
So my character comes in, Major Culp, and he's supposed to keep these people in line if necessary. And so he comes in a nice guy at first, and then he proceeds to take to do some things.
So you always play these gun-toting, sort of badass characters. I mean, is this method acting? Were you that guy before you got in acting? Are you still that guy?
Oh man, I'm out there with my NRA license, and I'm just going, no, okay.
You're just scaring motorists at random.
Scary
and
mo-
stuff
oh yeah,
like-
just going like, I need out my gun. No. I honestly, it's the funniest thing. My friends laugh because they say I'm the furthest thing from it. They always laugh about that. I mean, I've done martial arts and all that in the
Sure.
background. I enjoy it, but I'm a pretty light guy, generally speaking. I like to have fun, but I did it 3 years on First Wave and all various other shows, and people tend to like to see me the tough guy. I did get to do a little comedy last year at King's Ransom.
Oh, very nice.
And, I played this guy that stuttered around and was a goof, so that was kind of fun.
And
for me.
didn't throw anybody through windows or
And
punch women.
No, I didn't. Actually, I
See?
was victimized by women in that
Because
show.
punching women is actually quite hilarious, as we've seen. It is.
Exactly,
It is good.
you know.
And I hear there's a 24 game coming out as well.
There is a 24 game. My character is not involved in it because it's from the first 3 seasons, I believe. But it should be good.
Very
should
nice.
be good.
Very
and
cool.
the next one, we'll see.
We look forward to seeing that. Thanks for joining us again, Roger. Please try not to punch Sarah on the way out of the studio.
I
She's
won't.
fragile.
Well,
She has a
don't get in
statement
my
today.
way.
She won't. I'll keep her.
won't.
I'll keep her clear.
All right.
Thanks again, Roger.
Thanks for having me.
Make sure to TiVo Roger in the 4400 episode. It's coming up August 14th. Now, we're not taking a break from you. We're taking a break with you. But then we'll show you that you don't have to be a Scientologist to create beards out of thin air. We'll explain what that means. Thanks again. That was great. As Canadian lumberjacks and indie rock hipsters already know, everything is much, much better with a beard. And our own Scott Michelle is here with a handy solution for people with stubble-challenged friends and family.
You're not wearing a beard.
I am not. This is about as much
They told
as
me
I
you'd
get
be
going.
wearing a beard.
I'm sorry, Scott. I don't mean to upset
so
you.
annoyed right now.
Well, it looks good on you. It's really good. And see, most people don't have
Well, thank
access
you.
to the beards in their
Yeah.
real life, so we're going to show them how to put them into their photos afterwards.
Exactly, not just in real life, but
Good.
in Photoshop.
Good look, Scott.
Thank you. I can't grow facial hair, so it's always been my dream.
Well, that's what we do. We make dreams come true. All right, let's go. What are we doing?
So you're going to basically make a brush of a couple of hairs and just duplicate that a bunch of times using Photoshop's Define Brush.
All right, so we're in Photoshop. We're painting lines. We don't need any filters, any crazy Kai's Power Facial Goo or anything.
Exactly. Just making some random hairs.
All right.
You just edit. Edit Define Brush.
And okay,
sampled brush.
All right. So for those who don't know, like there's a paintbrush tool, but now this becomes what you're drawing with. These squiggly lines are your paintbrush.
Exactly. So if you see, I'm drawing now with those strokes that I just made. But they're not random. They don't look like hair yet.
Yeah, that looks like a series of squiggles that are exactly the same.
We go into this preset area where you can actually change some of the settings. So first of all, we're going to go into shape dynamics, which allows us to control the angle of the pattern of the brush. So you'll see as I
so it'll sort of
drag
randomize the angle there.
Exactly. So as I drag this, the angle changes.
Very nice.
And it'll be randomized as I draw.
It is looking more and more like pubes by the second. This is great. Where are we going with this?
We're going to be putting pubes on people's faces.
Fantastic.
So here is a hue jitter. It will change the color. Saturation changes the deepness of the color, and brightness changes the brightness, darkness.
Oh, so it's not one uniform solid black color all throughout.
Exactly, and you'll be able to tell different hair strands apart. So let's just get into it. And we've got to pick.
Keep going. No,
that
continue.
feels good.
There were some flyaways.
I didn't bank on getting stroked.
Yeah.
All right, so basically we are just. I'm using my bracket keys to change the size of the shape, and you'll see there's the hair going in. Now, it doesn't
That looks a little like MS Paint.
It doesn't look that good. Now, if you use a Wacom tablet, you can make finer strands, and you'll see
change the pressure and everything as well.
Exactly, and we actually have a nicer brush here I made with a Wacom tablet, and you'll see that as I paint on your face this way.
All right. So, and then you're using solid black as a base, but obviously my hair color is not solid black.
Starting
so you go
with
back
black and going over it after with lighter and lighter colors, and eventually you'll build up something that looks more similar to your hair color.
Well, let's see the results.
Really look real.
Let's see the results. What would this look like when you're done with it, perhaps? All right. Yeah.
Now that's Kevin with
all right. What else? Let's look at some real quick. Because unfortunately we're out of time.
We got Angelina Jolie.
I like the arm hair is very nice as well.
Our president.
Yes. Good man. Good man. So I hear.
Arnold and Maria.
Oh man, the chest there. You had to go there. All right, that's very, very nice, Scott. Thank you for coming on and showing us how to make some beards. We've got a link to the complete beard tutorial on our website. Man, you just never know what we're gonna do next, huh? Unless, of course, we tell you. The feed is coming up, and then call us with your relationship questions and risk never knowing the touch of a woman. Welcome back to Attack of the Show. We'll be composing ourselves long enough to check in with land party guest Nikki Ziering. Plus, we'll let you know how our host search went down in San Francisco. A little scary. And tomorrow's Boost mobile band is the High Speed Scene. It says it right there. Now, put your hands together for the feed.
The popularity of iTunes in Japan is sparking a mini revolution among Japanese artists under contract with Sony. A revolution that threatens the very fabric of their... It's actually just really a pissing contest, so... Here's what's going on. According to Business Week Online, musicians in Japan are starting to lean towards using iTunes to sell their music, despite being signed up with Apple's rival Sony. One musician in particular, Motoharu Sano, has already openly defied his contract and put his tracks up on Apple's digital music store. Sony Music Japan executives are allegedly up in arms over this, wringing their hands and vowing to punish any artist caught using iTunes by defiling the graves of their ancestors. Microsoft's trying to make sure that this time around they actually make some profit off their game console. Any company that wishes to make accessories for the Xbox 360 must pay His Majesty William of Gates a tax. Microsoft's installing a security mechanism in the Xbox 360 that will only let it use accessories officially licensed by Microsoft, according to a story on GameSpot.com. The accessory manufacturers acquire the license by agreeing to share a chunk of the product's sales with Microsoft. Controller and add-on manufacturer Mad Catz Inc. is already said to be on board and will create Xbox 360 accessories and hand over the tribute payment, 3 or 4 horses, and at least 1 virginal bride per year. AppleInsider.com is reporting that Apple's application to patent the software interface for the iPod has been rejected by the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. Ouch! That's gotta hurt. But if the rejection itself didn't sting enough, then the reason for it definitely has to. You see, 5 months before Apple got its application in, another similar application was filed by a Microsoft research scientist. The scientist, John Platt, submitted an application covering the generation of, quote, playlists from a library of media items. The USPTO considered Apple's application too similar to Platt's and broke out the big red rubber stamp. So in theory, this could mean that Apple would have to pay Microsoft licensing fees for the iPod, which is the kind of thing that keeps Steve Jobs up at night, muttering to himself and playing Ding Dong and Ditch at the Gates residence. So funny. I do it too. And finally, we round out our report on all things Microsoft today by reporting that the software giant just won a huge legal battle with infamous spam king Scott Richter. The company won $7 million in the lawsuit, and after using some of that money to cover their legal expenses, will donate $5 million of it to New York State in recognition of the New York Attorney General's efforts to stop computer crimes. This is similar to something the AOL did about a year ago when it confiscated a brand new Porsche Boxster in a spam legal suit and gave it away to an AOL user through a sweepstakes. Remember that? It's always nice to see major internet providers treating criminal cases like The Price is Right. Rumor has it that NetZero is looking to go to court so they can get their Spammer Plinko game up and running. I can't wait. That's the feed. Sorry, no parting gifts today.
Aw, Sarah.
Not today.
I always look forward to a gift bag.
I know. I like the spam lawsuit stuff. That's because they're very generous to give all the money back, I think. Because when the Prince of Nigeria, he owes me $17,000. When I win that lawsuit, I'm keeping it.
It's all yours.
It's
he just needed some
absolutely.
help getting it to the U.S. I mean, at
But
least you could have
somehow
done
I gave him my bank account for him to
See, I
put
think
money
they
in.
need
I
to-
get all of it taken out.
I think they absolutely need to give
Then
it
he
back.
seduced me with chocolate and teddy bears.
You got to watch out for those scams, Sean. I think it's the end users. It's people like you and I and everybody else around here that has the email that really gets hit by the spam. Why are we seeing any of the money? Like,
Seriously.
I mean, great that you're giving it back to charity, but hey, you know,
Yeah.
I deserve $5 for having to clean
At
up my
least.
inbox every day.
At least.
I don't need to naturally enlarge anything.
Yeah, totally.
Seriously, I delete them
We
right
got-
away,
we got
Sean.
callers. We
And
got
you
callers.
know that.
Let's
Callers.
Daniel.
Relationship
From
advice.
Elizabethtown, Kentucky.
Daniel, are you
hey,
there?
guys.
Daniel, what's up, buddy?
Not much going on, guys.
Hey, how's it going?
My question is, there's this really hot girl that
I've seen her.
likes me for some reason.
Yeah.
She's way too hot to like me.
Okay.
And I was just wondering if you guys think it's good enough reason to like go out with her and give up some of my video game time.
Duh.
Can I take
More
this?
importantly, thanks for calling and making up a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, right. Yeah, sure. She's totally hot. I swear.
She's so hot. She wants me, dude, but I love Mario Brothers. What do I do?
Here's the thing, Daniel. 20 years from now, let's say you give up the video games, right? 20 years down the road, you can go back and emulate those games just fine. The
Yeah.
experience will always be there.
Yes.
A fleshlight or a real doll will not emulate that hot woman, no matter how much you want it to. And I don't care how much work you put into it, it's just not going to be the same.
And you have tried.
Believe me, I know. I wish I wouldn't have played so much Atari.
All right, we got Kevin from San Antonio. What's up, Kevin?
What's up?
Excellent name, first off.
What's your question?
My question is, I have a friend. She's gonna marry the wrong guy, and she decided that since she's getting married, she's gonna stop talking to me. And
What?
tomorrow is gonna be the last day I see her, and I
Well,
want to know if you guys have any, ideas to stop her.
Why are they like mutually exclusive? Like, why
I
does she
know.
have to stop talking to you when she marries the guy?
This is the plot to that Julia Roberts movie.
Is it?
Yeah, where they sing the Dionne Warwick
I
song.
watch him in mute with a bottle of blue. What are you gonna do?
Yes, sabotage the wedding, make a big Three's Company type antic. I think that's the only solution here.
But why is it that getting married she has to stop talking to you, Kev?
Are you boning her?
I guess she just thinks that it's not right, but we don't do anything. And he's a jerk. I hope he's watching the show because he's a jerk.
Well, there you, jerk.
Crash the wedding.
Yeah, your wedding's gonna get crashed tomorrow. Maybe we'll show up. Maybe we'll just attack the show.
Let's do it. Attack the wedding.
Yeah, I come down from the ceiling.
So,
It'll happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, if she's gonna stop talking to you on account of a marriage, she's probably not your friend anyway. So don't do anything to stop her. Let her marry the wrong guy. Let her get burnt, and then you get to play Mr. Rebound, and that is a great position to play.
This
you know
is
what I mean?
not the first time you've
Little
done this.
alley-ooping in the hole. Aaron joins us on the phone from Montgomery. Are you there, Aaron?
Yeah, I'm here.
How's it going?
It's going pretty good. How's it going with you all?
Very good. We love Relationship Thursdays here on Attack of the Show.
My favorite.
Sean is going to help you out. Whatever problem you have, ask away, Aaron.
Okay. My question is, my girlfriend loves to play World of Warcraft, and she's not a 30-year-old that lives in her mother's basement.
Nice.
Okay.
And
Very
I
nice.
love playing Guild Wars, and she calls my game complete crap and actually threatened to break up with me over it.
Over
Wow.
Guild Wars?
Yes.
Are you dressed as a wizard right now?
What?
No, I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, are you currently dressed as a druid and or wizard? We're just curious.
If a
not
woman's
dressed-
threatening to leave you over Guild Wars, she's going to come up with much better ultimatums later. I mean, if she can find an excuse in Guild Wars to leave you, you should leave this woman immediately, because when you start seeing other women or punching her mother in the face like Kevin does, I mean,
yeah. You never know.
So my advice is murder.
Whoa! He could just break up with her. He could just.
Okay.
That option's also on the table. I don't like. You take Sean's advice if you want. I'm just saying. You could say, "Baby, we got to work this out. I'm going to go play Guild Wars over here. You play World of Warcraft over there." You don't have to grab the shovel, Sean.
You have a point.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Different views.
Watch that. Watch me strafe a lawsuit. You've got 2 minutes or so to organize yourself. Then we hit you with a damn good website and more from our unbelievably hot LAN party. I love Thursdays.
Brilliantly simple.
I do love Thursdays. The logging in, the loading up, the noob killing, and naturally, the ladies. I'm speaking, of course, about the attack of the show, Verizon Broadband LAN Party Battle. The game is Battlefield 2. And of course, today we're joined by the lovely and talented Nikki Ziering. You know her from American Wedding, Celebrity Boot Camp, many and many of our viewers' soggy dreams. Nikki, thank you for joining us so much. How's the gaming going today?
Well, I'm starting to get it down, but I've died a few times.
Someone's trying to paddle you inappropriately. Whoever's playing the medic, stop it. She's not. No, we just took him out. Nice.
I've been killing a lot of.
Hold on, there is like not a moment of hesitation. You just straight plowed him.
Because he keeps trying to, What was he doing to me?
He was trying to defrib you, I believe, which is street slang for something else entirely.
Yeah,
but don't worry about that. I'm reading your hobbies on the website, Nikki, and I'm seeing everything from kung fu to swimming to skydiving to typing. Well, how does that factor into the extreme sports here?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think it's more of a skill than a hobby. But I do like to play secretary sometimes.
Yeah. Not bad. Not bad.
Hobby.
It's a variation of doctor, which we appreciate.
Exactly. Got the cute outfits for it.
Of course. Now, where did you get your start exactly, Nikki?
Where did I get my start? I actually was a dental assistant, and I was studying to be a dental hygienist, and I started working as a Budweiser girl, and it just kind of, and then I sort of put the whole dental thing on hold. And
not a bad decision, by the way. That was a very smart move.
And then it just, ever since then I've just been, traveling the world. Scraping plaque off of teeth or traveling the world. I don't know.
That is tough.
It was, I mean, I don't know if maybe I missed something. Maybe I didn't go the right way. No.
Now, and you were in American Wedding not too long ago. Now,
yes.
I see that movie. I got to assume that there was some insanity behind the scenes with a group like that. I mean, do you have any crazy stories from there?
I just remember it was like a 2-week-long bachelor party, I mean, I've never even been to one, and I was at a 2-week-long one, but no, it was fun. I mean, there were blow-up dolls everywhere and sex toys and my whip, which everybody wanted. Everybody was trying to steal my whip.
Sounds like our green room so far.
It was pretty fun. Yeah, just like any other.
And are you evaluating your co-hosts, looking for incisor issues or for abscesses of plaque, or no? Those days are long gone.
No, those days are way behind me. But I do appreciate good oral hygiene.
That's,
always, you have a very
little
nice
Sonic hair right there, by the way. I hate to reveal the secret. What's coming up for you then?
Well, let's see. I'm getting ready to shoot a film called Forbidden, which I'm very excited about because it's a part that I don't usually get cast for. So it's kind of a, I'm playing a con artist and.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And when are we expecting Forbidden to be out?
Probably sometime next year.
All right, everybody out there, look forward to it. Set a TiVo, buy a Fandango ticket. Do what you got to do, Nikki.
Do it all.
Thank you for joining us so
Thank
much.
you for having me.
You should get back to killing that guy right in front of you, though.
Because he's really making me mad.
Just plug him in the head. It's all right. They won't kick and ban you. Oh, man. Be sure to visit Nikki's website at nikkiesearring.com for all the exciting news and goings-on with Miss Nikki. And stick around for our high score winners later in the show. Now, America's Army. It's the only official online game of the U.S. military, attracting gamers as well as actual enlisted men and women. For the ultimate in online game realism, it doesn't get any more intense than this. Here's a first look at our 6-part series on what it takes to join America's Army.
I'm a hospital corpsman, so it's pretty much like a civilian paramedic. People get hurt, I take care of them. My wife's active duty Navy, and she's Monday through Friday. And me as a reservist, I go 1 week in a month and 2 weeks out of the year.
He gets up about 11 every day. He plays till I come home till 7:30 at night. He spends about an hour or two on TV with, watch TV with me. And then when I go to bed about 9, 10, he's back on the computer and doesn't come to bed till like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
So he's on here the majority of the day.
Good morning, soldier, and welcome to the M16 qualification ring.
America's Army is the recruiting tool for the United States Army. When you join a team, assault or defense, no matter which side you are, everybody that's on your team looks like Special Forces soldiers.
Right now, the mission, this is the VIP, and he has to escape to the helipad building.
They've got over 20 maps that you can play, from desert setting to like blizzard, woodland, city. There's a hospital in one of them. They have a certain objectives you have to complete, like capture data from a computer, save pilots and stuff. And if you kill everybody before that, of course, your objective is complete.
This is the hospital that the VIP's escaping from. I actually took the VIP slot. I'm going to see if I can trick them and get to this back door before they do and kill a few.
I've actually only met maybe a handful of people that have heard of it that I drill with. And I went to the website and showed them what the game was all about, and then they actually went home and downloaded it themselves.
Frag out!
The team I'm in is called the Black Knights. We got 25 members. We usually play 2 or 3 times a week. I started collecting when I joined the fire department. It's only been in the last year I started collecting the planes, just because, of the Navy. The knives, my dad actually got me started on that.
This is a knife I use pretty much for like skinning deer. This one here I use for the fire department. And this one here I use also to skin deer or duck or any wildlife that I kill to put food on the table.
In my previous clan, the United Sim Army, we had a kid in there that he played for a while, and he had just turned 18 and he decided he was going to go sign up and join the Army. I think it was a very good idea for them to do that, especially with all the kids that don't join the military. They're getting low on people. They need more soldiers. It was probably the best idea they had.
When we come back, there'll be a damn good website waiting for you with slippers and a fresh cup of tea. And our guest host search hits the Bay City. And man, I'll tell you, geeks say the darndest things. You'll see what I'm talking about.
A horny Italian plumber who will stop at nothing to deflower a virginal wasp princess? Is this the movie pulled from the sticky shelves of a roadside adult video parlor? No. It's the so-called family game your child is playing right now. Maybe you want your child to learn that it's okay to kick, pummel, and shoot anything that impedes their pursuit of lust. But Jack Thompson is saying no. I will not live in fear that our teenage daughters may be supple prey for the Mario and Luigi rapists of the world. Super indeed. Sorry, but we're not buying it. Paid for by friends of Jack Thompson.
On the next attack of the show, we toast the winners of the Web Cartoonist Choice Awards with panelist Mark Meckes. Plus, I joined Benjamin Bratt and James Franco in the Great Raid. But to be honest, they did most of the work. And High Speed Scene taps the brakes before skidding uncontrollably into our studio. That's the next attack of the show. Seating is first come, first serve. Over? Did you say over? Nothing is over until my damn good website says it is. It's the whole punching girls thing. It's just got me riled up, Kevin.
I don't really
I am livid.
All right. You've slapped me before on this show.
I know.
Yeah.
It was fun.
We don't need to recreate it. You have a damn good website, though.
Damn good, sir. This is actually a damn good in like a really, really warm-hearted sort of a way.
Oh.
I know. It sounds lame, but it's not. It's actually
I
a
want
website
things
called...
stuffed inside rubbers.
Well,
Let's do that
that's
instead.
a gem.
Oh.
That's a gem,
Okay.
and that only
I thought it was
happens
damn
on
good.
Monday.
All right. I
It's
get
damn
confused.
good. It's called pledgebank.com, and what it is, it's kind of like a really good way to dare somebody to do something. For example, somebody says, all right, for example, Stephen Hoffman says, I will campaign to stop houses being built on the green belt of Hertfordshire. I think that's somewhere in the
Good
UK,
campaign.
but only if 20 other local people will too. What he's saying is, I want to do this, but I want other people to do it too. Kind of, it's sort of like a camaraderie. Let's all band
Right.
together and do something good. Nicola will give 1% of her gross annual income to charity if 100 other people do too. And she goes on to say, if you click on it, you go, I kind of want to know a little bit more about this pledge. You look, and she gives you more details. Hey, 1% of my salary really is not much. It's basically one less night out a month. I think that's a good idea. And you sort of encourage other people to do good things.
And can you see if other people have said, okay, well, I'm going to do this as well? And
Yeah, you
supported
absolutely
it?
can. You can see who has also pledged, who people can comment on it. If we go back to the main page here, it also has recent successful pledges, like Earl Martin is donating blood. If 10 other people do it too, his target was met. Everybody's happy.
Very cool. So now,
so it's a sort of thing that if you do it, you have to really mean it, you know. So I thought, well, I'll just give this pledge bank thing
That's
a try.
what I was going to see. What are you doing?
So I started something called Operation Goth, and I said, I will dye my hair jet black only if 50 other people do it too.
Oh, I thought you were going to kill 10 emo goth kids if only 5 other people promised to do so as well.
If I'm going to pledge it, I have to do it, and that seems like something that's just safe enough, but still kind of
50
freaks
people?
me out. You know?
I bet there's 50 people in our forum who'd be willing to dye their hair jet black just to see you do
And
it
it has to be I should have said girls.
You did it, though. I'm looking at right here. It says 50 people.
I hate you.
And you know
I hate you
we've got 50
so
viewers
much.
that would be more than happy to dye their hair jet black.
How about this? If I'm going to pledge something, Kevin, I feel it is only fair as an Attack of the Show host that you also. So why don't you let me know what's going on, and I will pledge for you by the end of the show.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Well, I'll come up with something, because, I mean, I've already dyed my hair. I don't want to...
Oh, you're not... I'm not... I can't put you on the spot?
Well, you
gotta
mean you
think
can.
about it?
I pledge to leave the show if it ever, beats The Daily Show in the ratings. There you go. A lot of people want to see me gone. Let's make it happen. Make this show #1 and out the door.
You are so... I don't know what's going on up here with you.
What? I'm just saying, it'd be
I don't-
nice to be...
I don't know what's up
I'm
here.
going for Stewart.
All right, so you can get the website link at attackoftheshow.com. Pledge Bank. It's a good time. It's a really good time. It is a good time.
We know. We've served together. Now, we poked fun at the throngs of people who came out for our guest host auditions here in
We
LA.
sure
so,
did.
for the sake of fairness,
Yep.
Sarah,
Yep.
we had to make fun of the people from San Francisco as well.
San Francisco!
Our search for a co-host continues this week as our open casting call hit the scenic streets of San Francisco.
We're looking for somebody, number one, that can hang with Pereira, which is a difficult thing to do, as we all know. But number two, they have to know a lot about something that's really geeky. All the people on the show know so much, and if you show up as a host and you don't know enough, we're going to slam you down real fast.
Not only did they have to impress our judges with their reading ability, they also had to prove their knowledge of tech, games, pop culture, and all things geek.
I mod stuff, the things that don't need modded, like can openers, things like that.
Play a lot of MMOs, gaming 24/7. I had a tough time deciding whether or not to ditch a Counter-Strike tournament to show up here.
I've been playing games since I was 2 years old. I picked up a D-pad when I was 2, and I've been playing ever since.
I just dig the computers and the hacking and the modding and the fracking and the whatnot.
I like comic books, I like video games, it's a good combination. I make love to them every day. Might as well come down here
You make love to your comic books every day?
Of course.
Wow. We definitely have a different caliber of geek here, a little bit different style. I think the LA suave geek is not here as much anymore, and kind of the San Francisco tech nerd is a little bit more in effect.
And since we actually have to work with whoever we pick, we also wanted to know what they thought about us.
I want to work with Kevin. He's got an attitude I like.
I gotta say Sarah, because she looks like Princess Leia. Holla back at your boy. I'm Lando.
Sarah Lane, you helped me lace my shoes, and now I can't get them off.
Want me to do that again?
I'd like to work with all of them. Brandon, he's hilarious.
Stop making fun of Brandon Moran being a drunk. That's just not nice.
Kevin Pereira's kind of a little weasel. He just better keep his distance, his 3 feet of personal space.
Note to self, let's not pick this guy. And while we're at it, here's a few other things you probably shouldn't say.
When I play video games on TV, I tell people what I think because everybody else thinks dumb things.
I think I've got a lot of energy. I'm sort of presentable. I'm not incredibly hideous.
Well, on to New York, where another group of starry-eyed hopefuls will battle to become the new host of...
Kevin, your job is in jeopardy.
Dude.
Everybody likes Kevin.
No,
Kevin.
They're all gunning for me. Did you hear that? He's like, your job's in jeopardy. And the other guy, like, seriously, the best way to get hired on a show where you have to work with me is probably not to call me out. Especially when it's like a little pot kettle black situation there.
Some of those guys were kind of cute.
Yeah, all right.
I think we should have a cute guy on the show.
Thanks, Sarah.
Yeah.
Let your voice be heard. Don't let anything silence you except for these commercials. But then, feel free to express yourself via email or chat question. We'll listen.
Let's take a look at...
Not even the great American pastimes are safe from the clutches of video game pornographers. Well, EA Sports, these kinds of lewd, libidinous displays were fine in Roman vomitoriums, but they have no place in the trembling hands of our children. The ESRB wants you to think it's okay for children to watch men rub each other in the presence of thousands of people. The ESRB wants your children to ignore the precepts of polite society, then hop aboard the all-night train to Browntown. Don't let it happen. Paid for by friends of Jack Thompson.
Video games.
Jack Thompson's still dodging me. If he had the conviction, he would come on here and fight me.
Jello wrestling. It will happen. I promise. Sarah, you know what I want to do?
What, Kevin?
I want to say, let's take a look at the high scores from each round of our LAN party. It's fun to say.
I wanted to say that before our last commercial break, but I stopped myself because it wasn't time, but now it is.
It is time. It's easy to get a house.
Actually time.
All right, so let's do it.
House of Pancake?
Yeah.
I love the House of Pancake.
There's a character limit, I'm sure.
Yeah,
and
no, I think he meant to set House of Pancake.
He probably did, Sarah. You're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah. Is there anybody else? Do we have 3 people in the game server all day? I think that's it.
Huh?
Top 3.
Wow. Congratulations, Pancake.
Congratulations, Pancake own.
And of course, thanks to our guest, Nikki Ziering, the
Thanks,
lovely.
Nikki.
Thanks, Nikki.
She shot a medic in the head, people. I mean, it was
her own medic.
She's a wild woman.
If you didn't get a chance to play this week, go to our website right now and register for next Thursday. That includes you, Pancake. Let's see what's going on in the chat room.
Okay, Striker10 wants to know, how can I break the news that the girl my friend met in an RPG is probably a dude?
Naked pictures of him.
You know, it's one of those things that you gotta just break it to him gently. Listen,
I'd throw a party.
It's a dude.
I would throw a party and tell your friend to bring the chick
How about
from
an
the
intervention?
MMO.
Does he have evidence, or is he just playing the odds?
You're dating a man over the internet.
How many times have you heard that?
Too many. I'm like, man, this is flashbacks. I know what this feels like.
All right, Lupin wants to know, what smartphone would you guys recommend?
I guess, you know, you can only really recommend the Trio right now. I mean, there's a lot of Windows, mobile users right now.
Well, and you complain about your Trio all the time.
I hate my Trio, but there's not a better smartphone right now. There just isn't. I hate it to death. Don't get me wrong. I want to get rid of it.
Do you really hate it to death?
I absolutely would kill my phone.
Seems like there's a lot of good features.
Well, it's got a lot of features, but if there was another full-featured QWERTY keyboard phone that wasn't twice the size, I would totally get it. But I'm looking forward to the 670.
All right.
It's time to say goodbye.
Heard it here. Show's over.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Go home.
Thanks for being here. Thanks to our guests, Roger Cross and Nikki Ziering, of course. And Sean just touched me.
Yeah. Can I? No. Ow, all right. Once is enough.
The women
Once
get
no
revenge.
means no.
I got a great right cross.
Attack of the Show wardrobe provided by Jinx. Today